All right, hello everyone. This is Manolis Svidorlakis, the founder and creator of RealityCrowdTV. Today I have with me Sandy Strickling, and her company is Good Peeps, and her partner Michael, and your last name, Michael?
Nolan.
Michael Nolan, partners in Good Peeps. And our camera lady is Amy Willenbrock. Say hello to the camera.
Hi.
Awesome. So what we're going to do today is I just want to go through RealityCrowdTV's social media channels so that you see the different avenues that you can begin to broadcast your message for your company, Good Peeps. And so I guess we'll just start by starting with Facebook. So we all have our own personal Facebook account, and I believe you do too as well, right? Now, not everyone is as comfortable as I am when it comes to, using their personal page for business. But as you can see, I plastered RealityCrowdTV all over the place. So you can't miss it when you go to my page. You know exactly what I'm doing, and each item on my timeline is also mainly related to RealityCrowdTV, even though there are some more inspirational things I like to post sometimes. So your first tool is your personal page. Facebook allows you to create a fan page. So we've created a fan page for RealityCrowdTV, and the way you create fan pages is there's a module here which allows you to literally go here, which is your little settings bar. If you see that right over here, you click on the settings, and right here it says create page. So that little spigot is how we created the page for RealityCrowdTV. And so it is basically the same functionality as a personal page, but now it's separate from your personal and it's only your business. So here we usually just post only things about RealityCrowdTV and our entrepreneurs who are trying to be featured on the show. And as you can see, we've built a decent audience here of 6,414. I won't say all of that is organic, however. We did do some pay-per-click advertising, which got us up to that point as well. So those are two tools, and then a recent tool that we just found, which I think could be extremely valuable, is Facebook Groups. Facebook has a group functionality, and no problem, we'll keep going. Facebook has a group functionality. Chip, be quiet.
Chip on social media involved.
And so you're able to actually create a group where you can then begin to invite your key contacts in, who will be the ones who are the people who are really part of your team, who really want to help you promote. They're like the number one, kind of the rainmakers of your whole crew. You can invite them into a Facebook group. And the great thing about groups is you can essentially create a kind of a community of practice where you have your members, you have events, you have photos, of course, but this is the interesting part. You could actually use this as a project management tool, and you have a files tab that only your group has. So you can create a group, have a file, create documents here, and everyone in your team, your project management team essentially, you could create documents here, upload files that were outside of it, and suddenly you have kind of like an organization pathway for everyone on your Facebook. So because we just found this out, we're still determining how we're going to use it. But our first phase for this group usage is going to be, let's get the people who know about us and want to help us promote our crowdfunding campaign. Let's get them all on board. Let's create procedures and documents that are going to be very easy for them to follow so that when we do launch, everyone is on the same page. They know exactly what's needed to be done.
Okay.
So there's three tools: your personal, your business fan page, and these Facebook groups.
Okay.
That's Facebook for you in a nutshell. Next, we will go to Twitter. And that's twitter.com. And again, just make sure there's some inappropriate things that might be on here, so make sure, camera lady, that there's nothing pops up. But Twitter, so this is what we did for Twitter. We actually created a business Twitter account, which is basically what you guys are going to create for Good Peeps, its own Twitter account, and with its own handle. The handles work, whatever the title is of your of Good Peeps, for instance. You would try to do @GoodPeeps. If it's taken @GoodPeepsCo, whatever the case may be,
right,
you'll use that. And Twitter allows you to really use hashtags to provide a description for what you're doing with your show. And in fact, I probably should make this different writing because it's hard to read. But use hashtags to kind of describe your show briefly, and then it also lets you put your website here as well. So
is there a Twitter for Dummies book out there?
I need that too. I'm so not familiar with Twitter. The whole hashtag thing.
There will be. Hey, how's it going? So Twitter for Dummies. That's a good. As
far as like where are the hashtags, like what's because I know there's like kind of the code of ethics or the rules or the do's and the don'ts in Twitter.
Yes, so
that's what I don't know.
That's something that we've kind of learned the hard way. So we had to learn it ourselves by just trial and error.
Okay.
But there are certain things that we can really help you with.
Yep.
The certain things, the etiquette. Yeah, I mean, if you direct message people too often, so here's just some basic functionality. So you have your page, and if you want to tweet something, it says compose new tweet.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to videotape us actually, pound. So basically, crowdfunding is our major, the subject of our show. So we always use a hashtag for the main topic. So
what does a hashtag do? A
hashtag allows you to click on it after you post it, and anyone else who's using that same hashtag, you see other people in your same space. So if Good Peeps hashtag might be social good, so pound social good. Anyone else who's talking about social good, suddenly you click there and you see every other person talking about social good. So
they'll see it too.
Yeah, and they see what you write, and that's how you get followers, because if they like what you're saying and they click on that hashtag, suddenly they're like, oh, another social good person.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Click, I'll follow. Right. That's how you build your followers. That's how you find people to know about you when you have no direct connection with them. It's the hashtagging mechanism, because everyone who uses the same one, whether they're connected or not, can see what the other person is saying. So, crowdfunding reality TV show, RealityCrowdTV, is working with a pound social good organization to help them live their dreams. Twitter only allows you to do 140 characters, so I have 17 characters left. That's what that 17 means, so I could write something else, but I think that's good enough, right? You could pick a location, you could add a photo if you'd like, but every time you add a photo or a video, it uses up some of these letters too, because it goes to the link. So now, when we hit tweet, out pops RealityCrowdTV, and when we click on crowdfunding, it says results for crowdfunding. It's basically a search mechanism. The hashtag is a search for everyone who's using that same hashtag. And so everyone else on this feed is talking about the same thing, crowdfunding.
Can you search by hashtags, like search by
Yes, you can.
social good?
So if you want, in other words, if you don't want to click on a hashtag that you just created, you could do the search functionality, pound social good. And now you have everyone, including us, we're right there. And this gentleman, Devin Thorpe, you'll want to talk to him. He writes exclusively on social good.
I pointed him out to Mike.
He's a very socially good person.
Yeah.
So now you just keep looking. So sometimes you're put in the top because for whatever reason Twitter likes whatever we write. So sometimes they use their algorithm to make you a top tweet. Or you'll be, if you don't see your post there, you could go to all, which is whether they're top or not. That's where everything shows up. This is just the top ones. So for whatever reason, ours is a top tweet.
How do you become a top tweet?
You want to provide content and you want to use multiple hashtags, but usually etiquette says if you use 3 or 4, that's really should be your most. Twitter usually likes just 2. If you do more than 4, then you're kind of pushing it. Then like people are like, all right, enough hashtags. So that's the hashtagging. The other functionality of Twitter is direct messaging. So if the only way you can direct message someone is if you're connected to them directly. And apparently it looks like we had sent out a message to our friends at Crowdfund Planning. Hey guys, how long have you been involved in the crowdfunding space in the timeout? And then they told us about what they do. They promote crowdfunding projects, and they have a ton of followers. So these guys, I've spoken to them in person too on the phone. So they're good guys. So you can only send direct message, which again follows the 140 character mantra, if you're directly connected, and that's something that no one else sees. Whereas if you did what we did here, everyone else sees this. So whenever you post through this mechanism, everyone sees it no matter what.
So what if you search for startup developers? I'm curious if there's a group for that.
How about developers in general? Developers.
It's very huge.
Yeah.
Looking to hire developers? Check out our special offer. You got all these people, web developers. Literally, you'll find anyone you need here. So you guys need a developer, right? Or potentially a few developers?
Right,
Yeah.
so I can tweet, social
Need a
good.
job.
Social
I
good
don't know if you want
site.
somebody who needs a job.
Yeah, maybe, you could tweet as your first tweet, good peeps, whatever your tagline is, and you want to hashtag good peeps. You want to create that as every single time you post almost, you do hashtag good peeps.
Mhm.
Really? Why are you hashtagging?
Because I'm hashtagging pound
Yeah,
RealityCrowdTV
keep
so
that
that when people begin to follow me and they want to see kind of what we're doing, like that's kind of our Twitter chat, so to speak. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
our channel where
Okay.
anyone who wants to talk about RealityCrowdTV
Okay. I see.
can say, this guy. So in other words, we had something here, we did something with Google Plus, and now this gentleman was like huge, and then he hashtagged this other chat, and he's sharing it with these other chats because he liked what we did here.
Hmm.
So it's just people begin to
So
start
use as a point of reference to
hashtagging
bring
you
in
to
other
promote you
information,
as
sure.
well. So it's basically a functionality that allows you to promote your brand, and if other people like what you're doing, they could promote your brand for you as well.
Right, so that's another way. So basically, when you're when you're putting it out to different, on Facebook, you can also put the goodpeeps.co website and hashtag goodpeeps.
Yeah, it works on
Yes.
Facebook too.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're on Facebook and you put hashtag RealityCrowdTV, and someone clicks the link,
It
this
goes
should come
to
up.
it goes to everyone talking about RealityCrowdTV plus all my old posts that I put,
Right.
so they could follow
Right.
everything that I
Okay.
ever
So it's a
done.
link for everything you've ever posted.
Yes,
Got it.
they'll have to scroll down a while because I posted a lot more, but
Okay.
yeah. So basically, you have your business one, which your personal one I'm going to tell you about too. You should have your own personal ones because people want to connect with you personally potentially, and you might want to write a personal blog. And so you'll write your blog, share the link on your personal one, and then you'll use your business one to say retweet. That's another functionality I'm going to show you right now.
Yeah, the retweet.
Retweet your personal account on your business account, and you'll say, founder Sandy Strickland of Good Peeps writes her vision for what Good Peeps is going to do in 5 years, or whatever the case may be,
Right.
or tomorrow,
Yeah.
whatever you want to put.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So whenever you want to retweet someone, let me just go to one of my other complimentary accounts that I run. We're trying to do a crowdfunding cash mob. So a cash mob is your traditional mob of people who say, we want to frequent this restaurant. How about we just have 20 people who have $10? We're all just going to go to Freddy's Burger Shack tomorrow. That's a cash mob. It's like an organized meeting of 20 people. They pick a random place and they say, let's just go give that person some business. I'm trying to do a random crowdfunding cash mob where I randomly select a project every day, and I just say everyone just donate $1 and retweet, and everyone just kind of like the Publishers Clearinghouse of crowdfunding.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to do. But it's slow going, but some people do it, some people don't. But I always do it every day. So what we did here is I searched for my old account. Now, if I wanted to retweet what someone said, in other words, based on the example where you have your personal blog, if you wanted to promote your personal blog on your personal page and show it up on your business page, there's two ways to do it. You could do a straight retweet, which is your personal icon will straight up just get transposed as if it was your own business tweet. Or you could do another retweet, which really serves both parties. I like doing this. So I like doing the other retweet, which is you hit reply at Crowd Cash Mob means you're pointing back here, so they have a link to go back to who said it.
Mm-hmm.
But this way of retweeting, you just do RT, because that's the lingo in Twitter. RT means retweet, space who you're retweeting, which is Crowd Cash Mob, and then you just copy whatever that person said. Now, as you see, this is a little bit too much space here. So what we're going to do is, I just cut some things out. Crowdfunding isn't easy, so when we select our winners, we don't need to put daily. For pound Crowd Cash Mob, that's the branded search functionality, because that's Crowd Cash Mob, so I powered on it. Your support gives them, let's just say, excitement.
So So aren't you retweeting in the same account or no?
No, because I'm still in my business account. But I was able to search for somebody else's account who I'm connected to, and that's how I'm retweeting. So when I click tweet, now you see RT. So what now if we go to my personal homepage, this is me who retweeted them. And when you hit reply, it gets attached to their post, so it's like the next post under is the reply.
All right, I see. I thought you were in the Crowd Cash Mob page, but you're
No,
not.
yeah. So in other words, I'm still logged into RealityCrowdTV,
Got it. Okay.
and I was able to search Crowd Cash Mob. So then basically what just happened there is I was able to get exposure for 2 accounts in one, because if someone wants to, this was the thing I just did. If someone says view conversation, they see that it's part of this.
Okay.
So it's better to do the RT so that you get exposure for your business and your personal. It's getting
Right.
It's 2 for the price of 1.
Right.
So I think that's enough there. But your personal blogs are going to be important, like I said, to just maybe put some inspiring things out there that have nothing to do with your business. But from time to time you'll do things for your business too. But your personal Twitter accounts are probably going to be used for that. So we spent a lot of time on Twitter because I think you guys are more familiar with Facebook.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
let's go to LinkedIn now, because this is going to be equally as important. LinkedIn is the professional network, and professionals usually have high-paying jobs, so to speak. I mean, this is where kind of if you're going to crowdfund, there's a lot of people who have good jobs who are looking to help people, and so I think LinkedIn could be one of the better places for you guys to find donors and things of that nature. So we'll look at my profile, because you have your personal profile, which needs to have a very catchy tagline. So mine, I have no shame. I basically said founder and creator at RealityCrowdTV, reality TV show, crowdfunding movement, entrepreneurial spirit, social good. I put that there. That's kind of what we're all about. But in other words, I didn't put founder and creator at RealityCrowdTV and leave it at that.
Right.
That's boring.
Yeah, you're
You
explaining.
need to like explain what it is. You need to have your slogan, maybe, whatever the case may be. You want to put as many